Welcome to Egypt, a land of sand, sun, and some of the oldest secrets in human history. From the mighty Nile to the timeless pyramids, Egypt's story stretches back thousands of years, shaping civilization as we know it. It all began around 3100 BC when the scattered kingdoms along the Nile were brought together under a single ruler. King Narmer, also known as Menes, unified Upper and Lower Egypt, forging the world's first great nation-state. This moment marked the dawn of the early dynastic period, a new era of centralized power and royal tradition. The pharaoh was now seen as a living god, a sacred bridge between humanity and the divine, shaping Egypt's destiny for millennia. Then came the Old Kingdom, beginning around 2686 BC, a period that would forever change Egypt's landscape and legacy. This era is also known as the Age of the Pyramids, when pharaohs sought to leave their mark on history. Under visionary rulers like Khufu and Sneferu, Egypt constructed massive stone monuments that still inspire awe today. The Great Pyramid of Giza, a marvel of engineering, stood as the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years, a testament to ancient ingenuity and ambition. Even today, these pyramids draw millions, reminding us of Egypt's enduring legacy and the mysteries that still surround these ancient wonders. But even the mightiest kingdoms eventually fall, leaving behind only ruins and memories. Around 2181 BC, Egypt entered the First Intermediate Period, a time of uncertainty and decline. Local rulers clashed for power, fracturing the land into competing regions and sparking civil war. But hope returned with the Middle Kingdom, beginning around 2055 BC as Egypt slowly reunited. Pharaohs like Mentuhotep II restored order, reunified the nation, and ushered in a new era of prosperity. Egypt expanded its trade networks, constructed new canals, and strengthened its borders, setting the stage for future greatness. But, foreign invaders known as the Hyksos took control around 1650 BC. The Egyptians fought back fiercely, determined to reclaim their land. Around 1550 BC, Ahmose I expelled the Hyksos and started the New Kingdom, marking a new era of prosperity and power for Egypt. This period saw the construction of magnificent temples, flourishing arts, and the expansion of Egypt's influence far beyond its borders. This era, Egypt's Golden Age, was a time of immense empire, wealth, and unmatched culture. Pharaohs like Thutmose III expanded Egypt's reach deep into Asia and Africa, while art, architecture, and learning flourished across the land. Among Egypt's most remarkable rulers was Hatshepsut, a woman who rose to become pharaoh and led the nation for decades with wisdom and vision. She prioritized trade over war, opening new routes and bringing prosperity, while commissioning grand temples and monuments that still awe visitors today. After her reign, her stepson Thutmose III tried to erase her memory, chiseling her name from monuments. Yet history would not forget her achievements. Centuries later, Akhenaten took the throne and upended tradition. He declared Aten, the sun disk, the only god, establishing the world's first known monotheistic religion and transforming Egyptian art and culture. But after his death, his radical changes faded and the old gods returned to Egypt's temples and hearts. The legacy of both rulers, however, endures in stone and story. Then came Tutankhamun, just a boy when he became pharaoh, yet today he is the most famous of them all, his name echoing through history. His nearly intact tomb, discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, stunned the world with its dazzling treasures and mysteries, sparking a global fascination with ancient Egypt. After Tutankhamun, Egypt saw the reign of Ramses II, known as Ramses the Great, a ruler whose legacy towers over Egyptian history. He ruled for 66 years, building monumental temples, leading armies, and signing one of the world's first known peace treaties, leaving an indelible mark on Egypt's story. After the last great pharaoh, Egypt entered a long period of decline. Internal strife and division left the land vulnerable. Over centuries, foreign powers invaded. Libyans, Nubians, Assyrians, and Persians each took control. In 332 BC, Alexander the Great swept into Egypt, ending centuries of native rule. He founded the city of Alexandria, which became a center of learning and culture. After Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy established a Greek-Egyptian dynasty that would rule for nearly 3 centuries, blending traditions. So, who was the most famous Ptolemaic ruler? Of all the legendary figures in Egypt's long history, one name stands out above the rest. That would be Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, renowned for her intelligence, political skill, and dramatic life. After her defeat by Octavian and ultimately her suicide in 30 BC, the era of the pharaohs ended forever. Egypt was transformed into a Roman province ruled from afar by emperors in Rome. For nearly 6 centuries, Egyptian culture blended with Roman traditions, leaving a unique legacy. Egypt remained part of the Roman and later Byzantine empires, shaping its history for generations. In 641 AD, Arab armies conquered Egypt, introducing Islam and forever changing the region's culture and religion. The Arabic language soon became dominant. In 969 AD, Cairo was founded, and it quickly grew into a vibrant center of learning, trade, and culture. The Fatimids, Ayyubids, and Mamluks each ruled Egypt, defending it through centuries of change. In 1517, the powerful Ottoman Empire took control, ruling Egypt for nearly 400 years. Despite being part of the empire, Egypt managed to keep a degree of independence, maintaining its unique identity and traditions. In 1798, Napoleon invaded Egypt. His campaign was short-lived, but he brought with him scholars who documented ancient wonders, sparking global fascination. Then, in 1805, Muhammad Ali rose to power, launching sweeping reforms, modernizing Egypt's army, economy, and education, and founding a royal dynasty that would shape the nation's future. In 1882, Britain seized control of Egypt, focusing on the vital Suez Canal. Egypt became a British protectorate, fueling decades of national resistance, protests, and the rise of independence movements that would eventually reshape the nation's destiny. In 1952, the Egyptian monarchy was overthrown in a dramatic revolution. Egypt became a republic led by Gamal Abdel Nasser, who modernized the nation, built the Aswan Dam, clashed with Western powers, and led Egypt through wars with Israel and sweeping social reforms. In 1979, Egypt made history by signing a peace treaty with Israel under President Anwar Sadat, ending decades of conflict and reshaping the Middle East. In 2011, the Arab Spring erupted. Massive protests in Cairo's Tahrir Square led to the fall of President Mubarak, ushering in a new era of hope and uncertainty. Today, Egypt stands at a crossroads, striving to balance its ancient heritage with the demands and challenges of the modern world. From pyramids to politics, Egypt's history is as vast as the Nile itself. This land of pharaohs and mysteries continues to captivate the world. Subscribe for more journeys through time and uncover the secrets of ancient civilizations.